Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. So I am Muhammad Nakida Abdul Adil. Today I will be your project manager or your chairperson in our discussion. So today we will meet our objective, which is redesigning academic registration process via library OPEC. So before we start, I would like to everyone briefly introduce yourself and we begin with this.
Hi everyone, I am Shazmina, System Analyst. My responsibility is to understand and document both the current and proposed system to ensuring they are aligned with the current solution and also the user needs.
Hi all, I'm Amina, the IT or technical expert for this project. So I'll be advancing the technical architectures, integration, and platform requirements for the OPEC system.
Good morning, I'm Shazin, the database admin. Today I will be focusing on how to structure and manage the OPEC database, including student records, blogs, and records.
Hello, I'm Alia, your user interface designer. I will ensure the new system is visually clear, user-friendly and accessible, especially for students who use mobile devices.
Hi, I'm Nuri, representing the library staff. It is my responsibility in organizing and managing the library resource also give to the consumer. In this meeting, I will provide insight into the student current manual registration process through OPEC and its purpose.
Good morning, I'm Sakita, the security analyst. My role here is to ensure that all change comply with University Data Security Standard and protect sensitive student information.
Hi everyone, I am Andi and I'll be serving as a secretary for this discussion. We're helping keep track of key points of our discussion today. So our goal is to analyze the weakness of the current academic registration process through the OPEC system and to find the solution that propose a smarter and more efficient system that align with the UITM Smart Campus goal. So for today's discussion, we have a student representative to tell the perspective of OPEC system from a student point of view.
Hi everyone, I am Nur Akila as your student representative. I am here to share the student perspective on using the OPEC system. Many of us face the challenges with the current manual of registration process. So we are hoping the new OPEC system will be more user-friendly, faster and accessible anytime, especially for busy students. So our goal is a modern solution that meets our daily academic needs.
Alright, great. Thank you all for your introduction. So let's begin our discussion with library staff. Ms. Nurin Haja, please tell us about the current system process.
Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Let me give you the current situation. Right now, students register for OPEC access by filling Google form or filling the form. We manually verify each student detail by cross-checking with academic department. This takes 2 until 3 days at the best. There are also no notification system and some forms are incomplete. We often get repeated call or email asking, has my account been approved yet? See, from this we can see that the student did not get the information. It is great as it is time consuming for staff and a frustrating for students. It will give a bad experience for students to borrow book or visit the library. But even that, the data also need to be screening and inconsistent also probably could not be secured. The staff must be physically present to retrieve reports since it limited access to collect the data. Also, there are some libraries that still use the paper form for registration and give an effect in keeping the record, which can cause data loss, damage, and difficult to recover. This is the only complaint that I got. I hope you will get the solution in this week.
Understood. Thank you, Ms. Nurin Haja. Ms. Akila, as a student representative, what is experience you had that for OPEC?
From my experience, one key issue we have identified is the confusion among students regarding OPEC registrations. So many students think access to OPEC is automatic after registration with UITM. When they find out they need to fill another form, they are lost. So, no confirmation email, no status update, and the OPEC interface is not mobile friendly at all. So, which make access difficult for students who rely on their phones. Is that something we can look into, Mr. Nakil, as our project
Ms. Arjuna, for your opinion. Ms. Shazmina, as a system analyst, can you summarize the issues from the system analyst point of view?
Yeah, sure, Ms. Pinaki. So I have heard the problem faced by the librarian and also the student, and there is a reason behind this problem. So I already stated the four major problems. The first one is no integration with the SIS, which is like the student information system. When the system is not integrated with the SIS, it means that the two systems do not communicate or share data automatically. It makes it difficult for the library because if they want to enter and borrow books, the library staff has to enter the student information one by one for the purpose of recording data. In fact, if a system is integrated with the SIS, it will be much more easier because all the student information is already in the system. The second one is the manual process that delay the registration entry. The system in the library uses a manual method for registration where the student need to enter their student number into a special computer provided at their main entrance at the library to store the record of student coming to the library, causing students to have to queue in a long line and taking times.
Yes, I agree with that one, Ms. Shazmina.
Yes, and then the third one is the limited system usage. The existing OPEX system is limited and does not have a variety of functions. For example, the OPEX system only focuses on book search and is not comprehensive. In addition, it also cannot be used to borrow books online or find out if a book available in the library. Last but not least, there is no other alternative to ensure that students return or books on time and pay the fine imposed. Book borrows that are done manually by the student make it difficult for library staff to track books and take action against students who returns the book late to the library because the library does not have the access to the student phone number and emails to provide updated information on borrowing status. So based on the four major problems that I just stated just now, I would like to suggest a fully integrated and user-centric system, Mr. Nakin.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Shazmina, for your explanation. Ms. Aina, as Ms. Shazmina mentioned earlier, can IT infrastructure that it
Yes, from my view, the IT department will establish a system that integrates OPEC with the student information system (SMS) through an API. This allows student data to be retrieved automatically without manual interaction. So it saves time and ensures that only verified students can register. So next, we will automate the registrations process and implement BTM single sign-on SSO login system. So students can log in directly using their BTM ID and their attendance will be recorded automatically via QR scanner or student ID card. So we have to need to do. So in addition, the OPEX system will be upgraded with new features like online reservations, book availability checks, and renewals, along with a mobile-friendly version of apps. So lastly, we will use a digital book loan system with a real-time tracking and automatically use SMS or email reminder. So student data will come from SIS and borrowing may be blocking if book late or fines are unpaid. So I would like to Ms. Shazin, how do you obtain information and data such as student data and SDI user system?
Thank you, Ms. Aina. So, database admin aims to create a new library system that is smarter, faster, and more secure for students, staff, and library team. This improved system will include several features to enhance library operations. So firstly, it will provide real-time status updates showing immediate changes when books are borrowed, returned, and reserved. This feature will help students check the availability of books quickly. Second, notification logs will be able to keep records of who performed actions in the system and when, allowing the library to track activities and troubleshoot issue easily. So thirdly, the notification history feature will remember when messages such as book return reminders were sent and if they were delivered successfully. And important updates will be automated syncing between the student information system and OPEC, ensuring that student information is updated instantly to keep records correct. Lastly, daily backups of library data will be set up to protect against data loss. aims to improve the efficiency, reliability, and user-friendliness. Adding both student and external user in accessing school and staff in managing resources efficiently.
It sounds makes sense, and I think the system can be developed according to Ms. Aina and Ms. Shazwin discussed.
So, but before we continue further, I would like to ask the librarians, is this system suitable for the libraries?
Yes, I support the solution given, and it can be used in the library since now we live in the era of digital technologies.
What is your opinion as a student, Ms. Abdullah? Definitely, the new system is much easier for students, especially when we are using it on our phones.
But sorry to interrupt, but I think it's better to create one Google form to collect the information from the student about the system that we want to create. Because the purpose is to have the opinion from the student as a user.
I agree with the suggestion given because we are not the user. The user is the student. So we need their feedback from the student to develop this system. So alright, Miss Aida, what ideas do you have for designing the interface?
Thank you, Mr. Natsu. In my opinion, we will design the interface to a simpler and more user-friendly layer. At the center of this new design is a dashboard that acts as the main screen for students. From this dashboard, they can easily check the progress of their application or request. The status bar will clearly show whether something is still pending, has been approved, or is in a later stage of the process. This helps students know what is happening with their submission at all times. Then, to support students who may need help, we will include a footstep help guide that explain how to use the system step by step. Additionally, the entire interface will be designed to work well on mobile phones and tablets, not just computers. This means students can access and use the system from anywhere at any time. Finally, the design and colors will follow UiTM's official branding to keep everything consistent and professional looking.
Thank you, Ms. Aida. It sounds reliable and it can be developed. Alright, so now I would like to ask Ms. Sabiha as a security analyst. So since the interface is already available, how can we ensure that the security does not leak and remain easy to access? So what security steps are necessary accordingly?
Sure. So I will use SSL encryption, which is secure socket layer, limit access to verified libraries only, and enable role-based access control. SSL encryption helps protect student information online. When you log into a library system, SSL can make sure students' personal details like their name, ID number, or password are safely hidden while they travel across the internet. This means hacker or stranger can see or steal students' information. All login and access time will be logged. Furthermore, we must also comply with PDPA and UiTM data handling policies. The Personal Data Protection Act, PDPA, and UiTM's data handling rules help protect personal and sensitive information. As a security analyst, I need to make sure the data is secure by using strong password, encryption, and following clear steps if something goes wrong. Both PDPA and UiTM rules focus on keeping data safe, making sure it's used properly, and not keeping it longer than needed. By checking for risk and regularly reviewing and how data is handled, security analysts can make sure the data stays safe and follow the law.
I agree with the ideas to solve this problem. So I think this closed system should be created because it makes it more easier and doesn't cost a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Sabiha and Ms. Shazina. I think now we have discussed the issues and also we have found the solutions. And does everyone agree with our discussion today?
Yes.
Okay, alright. So then, Andy, could you please summarize the main outcome for our today's meeting?
Yes, of course. From today's discussion, we can conclude that with the upcoming system upgrade, OPEC registration will be automated through the SIS integration and single sign-on will streamline access. User can look forward to an improved experience with a new UI dashboard, where all the data will be secure stored with real-time backup. The system will also fully comply with the PDPA and university policies. For further details, we will discuss it in the next discussion.
Alright, excellent work everyone. Thank you all for your cooperation and see you in the next meeting. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you.